Again,
Martin,
how you doing, Noel?
welcome to Creva Connects.
Glad to be here.
We like to talk to the people that are all about great animal welfare and comfort, and you are the guy.
Oh boy.
How's life, Martin?
Good, very good.
You enjoying Expo?
Yeah, it's been a good year this year. Yeah, the weather's been perfect. So, yeah.
So for anybody watching that might kind of know you but doesn't really know you, what should they know about Martin Folkema that they don't? I think you were telling me there that you enjoy Marvel movies.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a comic book nerd from when I was a kid. So
Good man.
Yeah, and then I got my son
Me too,
into
a little.
it. So that's our thing.
It's kind of your thing.
Yeah. So
Favorite character?
Captain America.
Captain America.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a good thing to say.
Especially where I'm sitting. Yeah.
So Martin, what's new and exciting with you,
Well,
product-wise?
as far as our Agri-Comfort line, we've been just astounded by the response we've had from our Agri-Diamond product.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know, Agri-Diamond is a rolled rubber product made from virgin tire compound. It's an industrial belting, basically.
Yeah.
High-grade belting with a nice diamond pattern with a very wide groove, a deep groove, and it's performing well, and the cows are doing well on it. So, which is the name of the game, right?
And it's to me it's kind of made for large farm operations.
Correct.
It's for flush barns, it's for skid steers, it's for vac tankers.
Yeah.
The bigger farms.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
And we hope to help you a bit maybe on international markets too with that. But
Sure.
it's something that's needed. I think the whole that aggressive type grip that to me is too high for say a normal scraper in your smaller barns.
Right.
But that's getting really popular. But that kind of came from a belting side of things, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean that was kind of where we. I think with most products what we see, and in the dairy business, there's always an evolution, and things grow and change, and we adapt and we learn. Yeah, just like anything in life, you learn from your mistakes and you improve and progress. But there's been a real trend. Probably good 15 years now, and more so now with people using mining belts.
Yeah.
So they repurpose a mining belt. They take it once it's end of life from the mine, and then they take and they'll different patterns for grooving. Obviously, just a plain mining belt with no grooves is going to be a slip factor there.
Yeah.
So the theory with that, different patterns are doing kind of a slip and catch.
Slip and catch.
Yes, that's the way they're getting their traction, right?
Right.
And so some patterns have had more success than others, but I think at the end of the day, when you have a mining belt that's used, and it's also 90% of these mining belts have steel belts in them.
Yeah.
So what happens when they start grooving the belt, and the middle of the belt is from wear and tear is thin.
Yeah.
And they have to be very cautious as to how deep they can groove. And they really don't know how far they should groove. I mean, bare minimum, they have to go at least a quarter of an inch, or an eighth of an inch to get some kind of a pattern in there. And then
you're afraid you're getting, because those mining belts have to have wires in them, and you feel like you're getting closer and closer to that wire.
We've had feedback from customers that once there's a little bit of wear on the rubber, that steel pops through. That's a.
And I know it's some time past. I put some of that product into testing in labs to see about the deformation. The DLG in Germany all talk about this.
Sure.
That thing had little to nothing.
Right.
I mean, it's just grip.
Yep.
There's no bit of cushion or comfort there.
That's true. Yep.
But anyhow, you're also a big fan of the Huber 4GS.
Yeah,
That's done you well over the years.
Yeah, I think I'm either in my 11th or 12th year of selling that, and it's been a great product.
But let's go. You've been selling 4GS before with Superior Mat and Comfort. So
Correct.
What's the deal now?
So Superior Mat and Comfort was my company, family business, and there was about 3 years ago I merged with Darren Van Buren of Agri-Plastics, and I've become the product manager for Agri-Comfort. Still doing a lot of the same products I did before, but a bigger scope with the Agri-Plastics family.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice, it's great, and that's giving you the bigger reach. And like that, you know, where you were quite active in, you know, Southern Ontario, maybe a bit into the States.
Yeah.
It's kind of opened you up now, and your know-how and advice into like larger farms and the big large farm projects.
Yeah.
Where Agri-Plastics is very strong with the,
Right.
with the calf-watch range.
Yeah.
So it's been working really well.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
good.
So,
Two Dutch guys together, two Dutch Canadians taking it on.
yeah, that's right.
Not
that's
a bother.
right.
But and from that, like you're a big, like I remember our early years talking about Huber and stuff. You were like finding projects in Wisconsin and Ontario that Huber was in, say, from previous distributors.
Sure.
And it was still perfect, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You did quite a bit of research on the product because you know you're a long time in rubber.
Right.
Before you even went at
Oh,
it,
for
right?
sure, for sure. Yeah, and yeah, it's of all the products I've seen, it's stands alone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just durability, 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 and that's what we want in the dairy industry,
But
right?
like you've got all these, I say fancy marketing thing, there's all these other solutions like there was gel beds and water beds and all that. What do you say to people about that? That like, oh, I want to put in a water bed. Isn't that the most comfortable for my cows? What do you say about that?
I remember years ago when the water beds first came out, an older gentleman came into my booth and the water beds were all the talk, and he said, "What do you think of these water beds?" I said, I don't know. I said, "We'll see what happens." And then the old gentleman said, "Well, my wife and I had a water bed years ago, and we slowly drifted apart." So. But in all seriousness, yeah, it's not natural. The cows don't respond. I mean, yeah, opinions vary, of course, but
Yeah. Because there's a lot of it out there.
There is.
There's a lot of
There
out
is.
there. And like there's been a purchase of a significant matting company in North America buying
Yeah,
out another
yeah.
waterbed company.
I think at the end of the day, you got to let the cows choose,
Right.
right? You
Yeah.
know, and I've seen it where we've put different competitors head to head with our product, and usually that's the best way to tell. I
Yeah.
mean, you can go all one barn, put
Yeah.
all one product in, and they will do well. But I mean, if you give a cow a choice, yeah, it's usually Huber
Yeah.
4GS.
I mean,
they take.
I would make the comment, if the cow only has water beds to choose,
Right.
they'll lie down, they'll
course,
do whatever.
of course.
But I defy anyone, if you put water beds and a good mattress, which Huber is,
Yeah.
and the cows will choose the good mattress because it's
Definitely.
a natural surface. It's more like
Right.
pasture.
Yep.
It's like the water bed.
When they
And you-
take their first steps into the stalls, cows are timid by nature.
Yeah.
You know, and they get in there and yeah, they like sure footing and they don't get that.
And you had a great one before that I've used. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
But
Okay. It's banded. It's fine.
so when you put your bedding on, because you
Yeah.
want to dry that stall,
Yep.
how can the bedding stay on the waterbed, right?
Yeah, it does. It moves up and down.
You see it all in the seams there getting thrown off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And what about the cooling side of things? People talk about, oh well, I want a waterbed because I want to keep my cows cool. So what do you say to that?
I think that's a great marketing idea, but I don't have a lot of stock, or I don't think there's a lot there to be said. Yeah, the cows regulate their own temperature. You know.
That's what the fans are for.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
fresh cold water's for.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in a natural setting, do they have water running underneath of them? No. You know?
No, they don't have a little stream
No,
going under them.
no.
Like when that water gets heated, it stays warm.
Yeah.
And when it gets cold, it's cold.
Yeah.
So I always have the concern, well, if that water's cold, in a colder climate, like Ontario or whatever,
Sure.
the cow is using its energy
Yeah.
to heat the water.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Anyhow, you know.
I gotcha.
Martin, give me a great... No, before we leave that, we've got to talk about your Agri-Grid, your own design product,
Sure,
which is now
sure.
part of the Agri-Comfort portfolio.
Correct. Yeah.
We have a few inquiries. We've got a couple of nice big inquiries. We're working on it too.
Yep.
And that is a great product.
Yep.
And that is durable, straightforward.
Correct.
Like, where did you come with the idea of that, and where did you come with that design?
Well, I'm not the guy that invented a sandsaver by any
No,
means.
no.
There's other products out there. What we wanted to do is something that had lots of openings for
Yeah.
the moisture to drain away, but also a small enough opening that the foot can't go through the mat.
Okay.
Okay. And then also the durability, of course, is always the main focus for us, and the concept of saving sand. I mean,
Yep.
I think sand is a product that's always going to be here.
Yep.
You know, and I mean, at the end of the day, for any stall bed, dryness is number one.
Yeah,
you know, comfort and dryness go hand in hand.
Okay.
Put it that way.
Okay.
And but then, of course, just like like I said to you earlier, technology changes and we progress and we learn.
Sure.
And once you've established that sand bedding is your direction that you're taking your operation, how do you save sand? And there's lots of equipment out there and big ticket items to save sand, but we keep our focus right at the stall level. And by saving the sand before it gets out of the stall, that's the name of the game for us. Yeah.
So somebody's just given you brand spanking farm, giving you all the cows, giving you everything. You got to kit it out yourself. Blank check. 250 stalls. What would you do in there?
I'd go with our sandsaver. Yeah.
You would do sand in the sandsaver over. Okay.
Or a deep bedded stall. Put it that way. If maybe more and more guys are doing manure separators and using their own bedding, you know.
So you got
Yeah, I would do that.
I would go for the mattress myself.
Yeah.
To reduce the labor.
Sure.
But each to their own.
Each
to their own. Yeah, that's good. We won't arm wrestle over it.
No, that's okay.
Because you would beat me.
Sorry. I would.
You would. Durability in rubber, Martin, is a big thing.
Yeah.
And your history, you're a good while at rubber. You've seen really great rubber. You've seen really shocking rubber.
Sure.
Are you comfortable with the durability aspect? Like we in Creva, we talk about all our partners, three things: pedigree, the great history in the story.
Sure.
I mean, you've got that in your range, and you're part of the Agri-Plastics group of companies.
Correct.
Durability, innovation. Do you think you've got the durability one sewn up now with your range?
Certainly. Certainly. Yeah, it's been a lot of years of looking and researching and working closely with different companies. But we believe we're there.
Because I get this sometimes, but I see it a lot in North America. Mattresses in a ways have a bit of a bad name because there's been bigger companies out there with terrible durability and really short warranties.
Sure.
And you have your 10-year warranty on the Huber mattress, and that's standing to you.
Yeah, you got to be in for the long haul, right? You can't be a flash in the pan or the new kid on the block. You got to, stick with it and keep going.
So, last question, important one, and I think are three people viewing this. Two.
Me and you when we watch it again later, and the one person on the other side of the screen.
Right. It could be a podcast if you're listening in there, listening.
Maybe.
Right. Very important question.
Yeah.
How do you stay so young? You're a very fresh guy, Martin. You haven't aged. And you've got these funky new shoes. Can we lift them up there? You got these funky new
Hey
shoes.
dudes. They're Hey Dudes. I just got them. How do I stay young?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're as young as you feel. Age is just a number. What can I tell you?
I tell you, Martin. Yeah, you got. Some people say I've got good energy levels, but you got them in spades.
I'm only 24 years old.
24 years old, and you're 30 years in the industry. How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Do the
I
math.
got a DeLorean parked out back.
Martin, thanks a million.
Yeah, good talking to you, Noel.
Lots more expos to do.
Yeah, sounds good.
Fun times.